Hello there, it's Clare here from the Little Design Corner, and welcome back to my channel where I create videos for designers, decorators and home renovators who are looking to create beautiful homes to live in and businesses that they love to work in. And I'm back this week with another SketchUp quick tips video. And in this week's video, what I want to do is actually show you how to take a JPEG image of a floor plan of your house and how to mock that up inside SketchUp. So it's really the very first step of how to put together your model of your house inside SketchUp. So it's something that lots of people ask me about and ask how to do, so I thought I would share that with you today and show you how to get that done. So that is what we're doing today. If you are new around here, I share videos about design, about running a design business, about SketchUp like today's video, and if that sounds of interest, please do consider subscribing to my channel and also hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified when my videos go live. In the meantime, let's jump into today's video and learn how to take a JPEG or an image file of a floor plan of our house and turn that into something amazing inside SketchUp. Okay, so what exactly are we talking about here? So basically what I want to do today is just go over how we can get a floor plan a little bit like what you see here created in SketchUp, and I'm just going to go through the first steps of how you might be able to do that, because this is obviously a fairly long process, and this is the sort of thing that we cover in my SketchUp for Interior Design Beginners course. And there's actually a number of different ways that you can get a model, like a floor plan, into SketchUp, and so we go over all the different ways that you can do that in the course. One of the ways is to measure up the house yourself, measure up the room yourself, and obviously draw all of that in. Another way is to use CAD drawings that you might have from an architect or a draftsperson or a designer, so they might have put those together in AutoCAD or another software program like that, and you can import those files into SketchUp, which saves you a lot of time having to measure it all up yourself. You can just use those drawings and then create these sort of detailed models in SketchUp, because you can't do that sort of thing inside AutoCAD. Or you can do another technique, which is to bring in a JPEG, so an image file or a PDF file if you're on a Mac, of a floor plan that you might be able to access somewhere else. And this is something that's really helpful for, particularly for decorators, so where measurements aren't necessarily needing to be millimeter perfect, or for home renovators or just design enthusiasts who aren't too worried about whether the image of the floor plan is 100% accurate. So the sort of thing that I'm talking about, and I've just pulled up a old property of mine to just demonstrate this, is to, on these sort of renovation websites, I'll just get rid of the ads, on the renovation websites, you'll find that most of the time the real estate agent puts together a, wherever it is, floor plan of that property. So what you can do is save this floor plan, so you can right click and save it as an image, or even just take a screenshot of it. So that would be just to use your screen grab on your computer, however you do that, and just do a Google if you're not sure how to do that. And then once you've got that saved, you're able to import that into SketchUp and use this file as the basis of what you can create and turn into this. Now, these sorts of files that I was just showing you, they are notoriously inaccurate. So they are not going to be millimeter perfect, and that's fine in many instances. So if you're just playing around with some space planning, or you just want to play around with some furnishing, this sort of file is going to be absolutely fine for what you need. You are able to go around and measure your house and just get a little bit more accurate measurements, and that's something that you can definitely do, because then you've at least got the basis to work with. So these are actually really good for people who aren't needing to have that millimeter precision. So let's have a look at how you can then use this image file in SketchUp. So basically what I'm going to do is just get rid of this file for the minute, and let's just start with a blank SketchUp canvas, and we'll just get rid of our scale model there, and I want to go to a top-down view and change to parallel projection camera angle. And if you have no idea what I'm doing with all of this, then don't be overwhelmed. We look at how to do this all step by step in my SketchUp for Interior Design Beginners course. So if you do want to learn how to use SketchUp for interior design purposes and create something a bit like what you just saw here with a fully furnished house model or everything all created, then that is exactly what we learn to do in that course. And in fact, this is the model that we learn how to create in that course. So let's have a look at this. So we'll go back to our blank canvas, and basically what you do is, now that you've saved that image file somewhere on your computer, you come to the file and you go to import, and I've saved that to the desktop. You can see it's just a screenshot that I used there. And what you can do then is to just use this format thing here you'll find that if it's on the wrong file, so if it was a CAD file, for example, you'll see that I can't select that image file. So you just need to use the image file, what do you call these? File format. And basically this one is not a JPEG file, but it is a PNG file. So you can import JPEGs or PNGs. So we'll go to the PNG and you'll see I can now select that. So then I will import it, and I want to use this as an image. You've got a few different options. You can use it as a texture. That's useful sometimes in SketchUp, but for this purpose, I want to make sure we have this one selected, use as image. So PNG, use as image, and then import. And then what you'll see is it sort of just brings it in, and you can place it down yourself at whatever size you want. Now, we don't know what size we want to place it down at the moment. So what you do is you just click once to put it down on the canvas, and you click twice to expand, you just expand it, and then click twice to lock it into place. Now, this is not going to be to scale. So if I grab my tape measure tool here, we'll see that this room is meant to be 10 meters long. So if I zoom in a little bit and go and take a sort of quick measurement, you'll see at the moment, if you look at where that measurement is, it's currently about 3 meters or so long. So you would need to then to resize this, and there is a way of doing that, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a future video. So basically you can then resize this to the exact size of the model of the template that you're working in, so that when you place furniture and things like that in, you'll actually have this to scale. So as I said, it's not going to be millimeter perfect, but it is a way of bringing in a file like this, and then you're basically able to start to draw over the top of that and create your model. So you would have to put faces and walls and everything over top of this floor plan to create the model like you saw here. And that is exactly what we learn how to do in the course. But this is the very, very, very first step of bringing in an image file if you've got it. Before you would draw any faces, you would do that resizing of the image file. But that is how you bring in an image file, and how you find a floor plan and bring it into SketchUp ready to start doing the initial steps of getting your model ready and creating something like you see here. So I hope that was helpful, and if you do want to look at how to resize that and use it in your projects, then I will do that in a future video, and we can have a look at how to do that, or we also look at how to do that process inside my SketchUp course as well. So if you're curious and you don't want to wait for that video, then jump straight into the course and you can get going with all of this and create exactly what you see here. So that was everything I wanted to share today. I hope that's helpful. Another SketchUp quick tips video for you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are interested in catching more videos like this, and that way you will also get notified when that video about the resizing comes up. So hit that notification bell if you want to make sure you don't miss that. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Hope that was helpful, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.